Hey, starting to sound like me.
Hi, I'm Joe Garvey from Joe's Dojo Villa Park. I will be going over the Purple Belt Guide. This should be able to help our students study at home as well as just have a general big workout planned. Going over start to finish, it's punches, blocks, terms, kicks, stances. I'm adding in the animal forms in this one. Let's do self-defense 3 through 6 because I want to kind of break them into bigger chunks since there's no more epons to learn. No more epons I want you to learn until black belt. And then we'll be doing Wansu and Impisho. Wansu would be the action kids would need that, and Impisho would be the teen adults on up. And without further ado, let's go Kyotsuke, Rei. Let's go ahead. Punches. Ready. Impi. I wanted to go over the different Impis. So, if you think about an elbow, it's able to be done in different angles. So for us, we go slashing Impi. Slashing Impi. You want to really turn your body and you want to hit with the big meat of your elbow. I call this the chip and this the thud. So you want to bam, thud with it as opposed to eep and just cut them. Now that's mixed martial arts will tell you to chop people into small pieces. I'd rather just knock them out or end them. So you got ura or ue, all that up. So that's rising. A lot of times too, you're hitting it right here, like in our circular number, I think that's 2, like dos. Good. Then we got ourselves a yoko. So you're going sideways. You got our yoshiro, which is backward. You can add on. I usually try not to, but you absolutely can. You got shita, which would be down, like an Impisho. So shita. You got mei, which is forward. That's the one we started with, so it'd be forward. And then you have obscure, which I don't have a Japanese word for, but it's the over the back. So somebody's grabbing on you, and you go, bam! You end them really quickly. That one you actually are hitting with this part. Same thing with the down elbow. Slashing. Let's see if there's any other weird angles. That'd be the outside when you're going outside. Backside. A good back elbow looks like you just chambered your fist. So just work with it. Next up, shotes. So your regular shote here, your double shote. So you can do double shote. So morote shote zuki here. You're trying to peel back your wrist. So you're hitting with the bottom parts of your heels. Bam. And then Zuki, you either go here or here, like you'll see in the animal forms in a little bit, where I call it the fireball one. Or Uchi, which is usually attacking here or here. And you go forward, strike, pull back. A lot of times you could see the body jostle with it too, because you want to have it be whippy. Next up, Nukite, one of my favorites. This is a spear hand, so it's the same shape as a Shuto or a Koko, it's just straight line forward. This is one of those body hardening things where if you were to just walk up to somebody and you've never done it before, you just crumple all your fingers and they go in different directions. After you work on it a lot, you see I'm trying to keep my pinky in here, you could have a stronger finger. It also has the Ippon, Nihon, so that's single finger, double finger, so Ippon Nukite. And there's also the Morote Nukite, which we already done. I think that's an Impisho too. So bang! So that's an important one. To get your spear hand, and when you do double, you do your tekatana to your morote nukite. This is going for the throat. This is going for the eyes. Then just another one, our onikinzuki. This is the knuckle, the single knuckle in the middle. Easiest way to start with the fist, and then release that knuckle up in between these two knuckles, and then you take your thumb and you place it underneath. Extreme close-up! So I have these two push in, this push up. That has now got structure, so you can actually strike with it. So, Okinawa, oh sorry, I did Okinawa. Whoop! Onikin, a lot of similar letters. Onikin, which is usually to the temple, to the throat, to secret spots all over the body for hitting pressure points. Also known as the noogie. And then you also got the hebi, which is a snake fang, which again, we're going to be going over that in the animal forms, but hebi, there's your snake fang. You could also do it sideways, like in Tai Chi Neko, You go here, hit the throat. Very useful, which is kind of funny because this exactly shapes here, whereas the tiger starts having these ones not as good. So it's here very quick. Blocks. Shuto uki. That's a single shuto. It's rarer in our world because you're just using one. When you do a double, it supports the other one. And we have different ways of doing it. Usually we go from the top down. When you're doing a single, it might come across. It would not normally come from the same side because there's not a lot of pop there. You go from the ear out, ear out. Next thing to think about is elbow position. So if my elbow's here, then it's getting pushed. If my elbow's here, the whole arm is supporting it. If anything, your elbow should be a little bit inside to have a little power. Morote shuto. So like I was saying, we go here, touch your pinky knuckles, bring it up by your ear, and then you're going to drop down on it. It's said in a lot of traditional katas, the first shuto is always downward. The second shuto draws and snaps sideways. So it's still sideways, and it kind of hangs out and then snaps. Hangs out, snaps. And that's something to work on, because you got to still work on this part. Are you going for the head? Are you going for the center? So this would be like middles. That would be high. That would be too high. Get barbecued in the ribs. Next, koko uki, which I believe that would be kind of impisho-like. So you're doing your koko uki, same shape as your shuto, except for you're going up. Morote koko, or koko oseuki is what I call it here. So this one's a push down, this one's a koko. So here leads to that nimpisho, which is you double punch, you block both of them, redirect, grab, and pull them in. Let's see. Kicks, yoko geri. This one's kind of ridiculous, but I'm sure you'll find a use. So you'd be here, you're fighting this guy, that guy comes out, bam! It's basically a front kick out the side. Not to be confused with a yoko sakuto, it's a front kick. So if I were standing here, bam! Which is a lot of times when people are doing side leg swings and they have their toes up, that's what they're practicing is a yoko geri. Which is wrong in most of our world. Let's see what other ones. Kagi geri. One of my secret kicks. It goes here and it's upside down hook kick. I call it like an upside down round kick. You're kicking. Usually the best place to kick is to the groin. Because you just, oh, sorry. You weren't paying attention there. If you're really sneaky, you go up to the head. Now, if you think about your reach, it's very severely reduced doing these angles. So they have to have overextended themselves to get bonked by this one. Maikazuki geri and Gyaku Maikazuki geri. So Maikazuki geri outside in, Gyaku Maikazuki geri out, inside out. Whew. I always like to say this is a kick that's easier to do than it is to say. So Maikazuki, like my old Suzuki, Maikazuki, you go over and around. Maikazuki geri. Now you want to have your foot land on this, it's almost like a ridge hand with your side of your leg. A lot of people have this hand out in the front, bam, so you can slap it and get it all good. Gyaku Maikazuki geri would be the opposite. It'd be hitting outside angle. These are very kung fu-esque because you're kind of going around circles, and a lot of our motions are usually straight lined hard. So Gyaku Maikazuki, Maikazuki, which means when you get to the blocks, it's Maikazuki uki, Gyaku Maikazuki uki. So you can do it with a kick, and you usually be hitting the head, or you do it with the block, which you usually be hitting the hand. So if somebody has something in their hand, you can, bam, snap it out of their hand like any other good movie. Terms. Tobi, which means to jump, usually Tobi geri. In other words, Mei Tobi, Yoko Sakuto to Tobi, or Tobi, I don't know. There's phraseology there. And then, let's see, Maikazuki, Mei Kokome. I'm trying to work on how to say Kokome correctly. So Kokome is when you thrust with your foot. So Kokome, Kokome, we already went over with the Yoko Kokome, but Yoko Sakuto Kokome right there. So you're drawing it in. You usually let it freeze for a half a second to dedicate the push onto it. Next up, a couple extra stances. So Kokuto, or Kakutsu, Kakutsu Nachi. I have to say it faster because otherwise it's hard to say. Kakutsu is Back stance. Easiest way to get into back stance, you go Kibidachi, turn one foot, push it into the back leg. Boom. Kibidachi, push back. Some people are amazing at this stance. I am not great at it. It just so happens to be my weakness. Now you know. You step on my front foot, ah! Now, Kokutsudachi is usually used for kicking and very fast flicky punches. Kagi, who did that one? Mei Suru. So if you got back stance, you also have Mei Suru, which is cross step stance. A lot of times we'll do cross step backward more than we'll do cross step forward because the transition of good kicks. Bam, bam. Now if you cross step in front, it has the tendency to block this foot from picking up. Unless you're doing a round kick, they don't care. And it's a really fast way to chase somebody down with a round kick. Now if you're doing a side kick, you're going to want to have your knee lifted up. So if I cross step behind here, this knee comes up, bam, and it just unhinges and goes. This foot already gets pre-turned back, facing backward. But in a kata, a lot of times we'll be sitting here stationary. So you want to think about it as, can I settle my body weight in a position that I can stay here for a while? So that's Mei Surudachi. Next one is, I should have done these in the right order, Konekodachi and Nekodachi. So Kokutsudachi would be back stance. It's the big weight on this back leg, some on this. So it should either be 60%, 40%, or 70%, 30%. Then when you have a Konekodachi, that's relaxed cat, you kind of pull back a little bit more. Now you're having about 80%, 20%. And then Nikodachi, also known as cat stance, it's 10% weight here, 90% weight here. If somebody came by, they should be able to sweep this leg out, and you're not in a big deal. This is also primary front kicking leg. This is, maybe I'm going to cheese it out of here. Ah! Just like cats, it's like planting weight. You don't start toe tapping and ready, although you could. You're here. Bam! You're definitely going to be front kicking off this leg. Maybe a ridge hand just to sneak on them. Those are all the stances. Terms, I already did those. Time for the animal forms. Good. Let's see if I do these right. My outer conscience will tell me if I'm doing them really wrong. But I'm going to go here, start with heavy, which is the snake, also known as breath strength. I like to think about, so you got to have your inner hara there and you got to get your snake out. So first move, you're going to step back into Kokutsudachi. Hey, back stance. Good thing we just learned that one. And you're going to murata heavy to the outside edge. So you're going towards your front leg. And then without looking, you're going to turn back. And then you're going to spot to the middle and breathe in. Now, animal forms are supposed to be done extremely stressed out. So you go. Good. Next one is dragon, Ryu, like Ryu from Street Fighter. So this is the body strength. If you look at how I set up that Onikin before, this is dragon fist. So Ryu has a lot of bone structure, but it's called body structure. Bones coming out tiger, we'll get there later. So body structure, because the dragon's body is amazingly powerful. You're going to do Murate, Onikin, you're going to cross step, pull down, and kind of diagonal push back. And then you're going to go here, cross step, pull down, pull back. So each one of these only has 3 movements, and you're supposed to do them for a long amount of time. And you're supposed to have your body so rigid that somebody can be able to pick you up and move you in the air and place you back down. Sometimes on your head, just saying. Next one is Hyo, or leopard. You're gonna have your hands flat here. Now, tiger and leopard are best friends if you think about it. They're all very similar jungle cats or mountain cats, every other kind of cat. They look similar. We're gonna go here, pull down, look out the side, fireball with the leopards, and then reset. Now, Mitsurunachi is the stance you're doing here. So your jungle stance, hence why I said jungle cats. Now, that tiger is almost the same, except you're going to step backward. And just like in 1-2, you're going to do tiger up and tiger down. Then you're going to fireball forward. Then you're going to pull center again. So again, tigers, tigers, tigers. Good. And then crane, suru, also known as, oh, I didn't say. Leopard, Hyo, inner outer strength is how I remember it. And then Tora is bone strength. We just look at these teeth, they're like the bones. Then Suru, the way I've been taught to do it is you make this little starfish over here. You get your starfishes on. So your Suru comes with here, step out, Suru, Marote Suru. Then you're gonna bring one back, and you're gonna be in a Nikodachi, and then you're gonna pull up, and you're gonna be in a Surudachi. That makes sense, a Surudachi for the Suru punch. I always cut the line, you do not do that, it's illegal. So now sideways, pull back, pull up. You wanna think about it as like a marionette doll, like Pinocchio. Good, and then, like I was saying before, since we've done all of our E-puns up to now, I want to focus a little bit more on our circulars, or self-defenses. Now, number 3, you're going to step forward. You always start, arms length and a half away, eyes gaze centrally focused, raging lunatic on the inside, nice happy person on the outside. You're going to go ahead and go Meirauki, Rikinzuki to the nose, Seikinzuki to the groin, also known as Gyakuzuki, Muashizuki to the head, so I have my hand backward here, and then I'm going to go Tatezuki to the stomach, and Meigari to the groin, hands up. Again, forearm block, back fist, Seikin, Muashi, Tate, kick. Number 4 advance, that's the sweepy one. So you're going to go ahead and do a round block, then you're going to do a shoot to the back of the neck, oh I'm sorry, round block, round kick, shoot to the back of the neck, sweep, tate, tate. If you notice, it's a shin to shin. You're going in front of their shin right here, making a little pocket here, and you're basically soccer kicking it out as you're shooting their neck forward, so it causes them to fall. Opposite and equal, you know, one push, one pull. They fall. Number 5, a lot of people's favorite. You go step forward, Shura-uki, Shura-uki. So they're punch, punch. You go, no, not today. So single shudo, it's like we practice. Marote shudo to the collarbones, hopefully breaking both of them. Only takes about 8 pounds to break one of these. Come back, augmented middle. I'm sorry, augmented sideways elbow. So if I reposition my foot, and I twist, shote the nose, step back, hands up. Also known as high five to the face again. All 5s get a high five. No, good. Number 6, that one's going to be, let's see, Shote City as we like to say it. You step forward, Shote Uki, Shote Zuki, Suryuto. What? I tricked you. Suryuto, 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 kick, hands up. So, block, face, right here in the cheek, right here underneath the ribs, kick, and up. Good, and then we're going to do our, I believe I did 1-2 already, but we're going to do it again. Then we go right into the Impicho after 1-2. Alright. 1-2 kata. This one I'll go a little bit more regular speed, and then Impicho I'll go medium speed. So, 1-2 kata. Yes! That was not it. You got all Impicho excited. Ha! Ha! Sneak, sneak, sneak. Then we saw me move back. Impicho! Left elbow, Teuki. Right elbow, Tegatana. Tegatana, yes. Pull down. Oseyuki, Onikinzuki. Recover. Low block, Soshindachi, Gyakuzuki, Meikakomi, Murote Uki, augmented middle, Rikenzuki, ha! Geranuki, Gyakuzuki, big old Keko, step back, ha! Spot. Geranuki, like they grab on you or they kick you first, then they fall on you, grab on. You're gonna swing your arms up, but we don't like to show that because it looks tacky. So you go here, then bring it up here. Elbow up, elbow down. So that's where they grabbed on, you bat, or they tried to attack you first, you bat their leg away. They grab on, you'd sneak your arms in between one arm over the other, and you would have them coming off balance, you'd step through their knee, elbow, then they start falling, and you down elbow on top of them. You take your left foot, turn it backward, and take a Tana Uki, spot over your right. I'm focused on stance before you focus on block. So pinky knuckles are touching like we talked. Murate Shuto, Murate Shuto. Step all the way in a straight line, Murate Shuto. Step behind, combo as before, low block, reverse, make a komi, and ah! Now the hardest easy part. If you did that reverse back this correct, when you turn, you're in a nice Zenku step, you're facing forward. Doing a Koko Uki, also Uki. The bigger hand's on the outside, so you're gonna go over your knee, and turn and grab, and stab. Again, turn and grab, stab. Turn and grab. Now pull back, there's somebody coming running up, you go, eyes and throat, Murote Nukite. Now somebody else swings a big old weapon at your legs, you dodge out of the way deftly, then you get over the top, step back, Murote Shuto, Karate is my secret, I bear no weapons, I pray never have to use this, ass spinner in peace, ready. Alright, happy purple belt. That's how you do it. A lot of work, a lot of sweat, and keep going when you mess up like I do. Good. Thank you.